Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are not new, I still welcome you. For today's lesson, I will be focusing on the slope formula. Some persons will call this gradient, but it actually means the same thing. So before we get into the formula, we need to understand what is slope. And so slope slash gradient is the steepness of a line. Okay? Another video will let you know the different types of slope, but for now, it's the steepness of a line. So the slope formula is equal to, some would say, change in y divided by the change in x. Others know it as saying rise over run. Others know it as y2 subtract y1 divided by x2 subtract x1. But all three formulas apply to the same thing, slope. And slope is sometimes denoted by the letter M, which is normally the common letter M, because the capital one represents the midpoint. So the common letter M represents gradient. Okay? So this formula is used when you're given to find the steepness of a line between 2 points. All right, so let's get right into an example. All right, so the first question, point 1, and the point 4, right? So using the formula, m is equal to y2 minus y1 all over x2 subtract x1. The goal is to identify, of the 2 points, which do you want to call y1 x1, which do you want to call y2 x2. And a little recap, remember every point has an xy value where x comes first, then you have y. So when you are listing, are going to be labeling the points, you have to label x first, then y, or you have to know which of them is x and which is y. So you can decide to call any of them x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'm going to go with this one for x1, y1, x2, y2. And from here, guys, it's practically over. All you have to do is to substitute each point into the formula. So the first thing here is y2. So on my listing, I gave 3 y2. So I'm going to be writing the 3 here. So it's 3 subtract whatever y1 is. And y1 is on this side. So y1 is 1 divided by x2. x2 is 4. So it's 4 subtract x1, which is 1. So your gradient is equal to 3 subtract 1 is 2, and 4 subtract 1 is 3. So your gradient is 2 over 3. Okay? Very good. Let's go for another one. This one will have a little integer in it, but as in a negative number in it, but it's the principle still apply, guys. So the point is -2, 4, and 10, -2. All right, let's get right into it. The first thing we do is to label the points. So remember the formula, m is equal to y2 subtract y1 all over x2 subtract x1. So let's go. We could, if you want to, we could rearrange them somewhere. All right, so it's going to be x2 y2 x1 y1. The last time I gave this one x1, this one x2, so now I'm going to rearrange and let you know anyone can work. So let's go. What did we label y2? So our y2 here is 4. Okay? Subtract our y1, which is a negative 2, and negative 2. Some people are maybe saying, ooh, how will she do the top part? Let's get into it. x2, it's right here. It's a negative 2. And x1 here is 10, a negative 10. Okay? So, let me bring it up a little. M is equal to, remember our rule of integer that says when you're multiplying a negative and a positive number, what happens? If you want to, you could bring this in a bracket. That will also be simple. And we know that, let's go back to our rule. A negative number times a negative number is a positive number. So a negative times a negative results in a positive. So right here, the numerator will simplify to become 4 plus 2. Okay? And the denominator, a negative 2, subtract 10. What you can do here is to draw your negative positive chart. Maybe this is new to some persons. If you would like me to go in details about the negative positive chart, you can. Or you can just use the calculator to get a negative 12. So let me know, guys, if you want me to go into the negative positive chart, and I'll be happy to do that for you. So let's simplify the numerator. 4 plus 2, my brain is going so fast, is 6. Divided by a negative 12. We can simplify this by dividing this part by 6 and this part by 6, which will result in 1 over a negative 2, which is the same thing as saying negative a half. Because once the negative is in the denominator or the numerator, the entire fraction is negative, and some persons have trouble understanding this. So remember, once a negative sign is in the numerator or the denominator, the entire fraction is negative. Okay? And I will be giving you a few examples that you can try on your own, that I will just write in the answer for it. So a negative 4, 5 and negative 8, negative 5. Let's go ahead and work this one. So it's x1, y1, x2, y2. Remember the formula? y2 subtract y1 divided by x2 subtract x1. Let's pick them out. So it's y2, negative 5, y1, negative 5, x2, negative 8, x1 is a negative 4. So you have to ensure that you put the negative 4. All right, let's go. So the same rule applies for the denominator. So the numerator is a negative 10. The denominator, it's going to be a negative 8 plus 4. How do you get a plus 4 here? Negative, negative, make a positive. All right? So it's very important that we make note of that. So numerator negative 10 divided by negative 8 plus 4 is a negative 4. You can simplify these two again by saying a negative number divided by a negative number results in a positive number. It's going to be 10 over 4. If you want, you can reduce this or you can leave it as it is. So when you reduce it, you can divide this by 2 and divide this by 2 to give us 5 over 2. So m is equal to 5 over 2. And that's our answer right here. Or you can leave it as 10 over 4. Goes the same way. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you have any question, leave it in the comments below. Or give a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you.